And so this story, what I'm trying to get at is not that you need to identify your Isaac and give it to the Lord. The point of this story is that if you want to take the next step of faith, then it requires total, complete surrender, motivated by the covenant promises of God. If you can trust him with your salvation, you can trust him with what he's calling you to do. Your surrender is not, Lord, how much do I have to give? Surrender is, Lord, what am I not giving and why? Your active response, your response to the Lord this morning or this season of your life and as a church, it needs to be marked by at least these things. Faith, and sacrifice, and surrender. But you can have big faith. You can let the Lord stretch you. You can be sacrificial, very generous. But if you're not surrendered, you're really not all in, are you? There's some people in our church who could probably write a check that would wow all of us. But they could do that great sacrifice and still not be surrendered because God's calling them to do something maybe relationally. For us to see God do what he wants to do through us, we've got to let God do what he wants to do in us. And for us to see God do in us what he wants to do in us, we've got to be fully surrendered. So what is it for you? I mean, we all know, what is that thing that makes full surrender most difficult? Look at verse 15. And the angel of the Lord called to Abraham a second time from heaven, and he said, by myself I have sworn, declares the Lord, because you have done this and not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you. And I will surely multiply your offspring as the stars of heaven and as the sand that is on the seashore. And your offspring shall possess the gate of his enemies, and in your offspring shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because, circle that, because you have obeyed my voice. God is leading each and every one of us to take a certain act of obedience. And it's because of that obedience that God's going to multiply your life. You got two decisions. You can hold on to what you have and probably lose it, or you can offer it up to God and say, God, multiply it. And he will not only take care of your needs, but he will bless the world through that offering. An offering marked by faith that stretches you, scares you a little bit. An offering marked by sacrifice. Generosity is not measured by the size of the gift. Generosity is measured by the size of the sacrifice. It's measured by what it cost you. And an offering that is marked by total surrender.